Good morning. A beautiful day. I see you, everybody is laughing. But let me tell you today of Dr. Sodi Pollares, who I met him in 1979 when I was attending a meeting in Clearwater, Florida. And I used to live in Zephyr, Florida. And he talked to me about thermodynamic, the first law of thermodynamic and the second law of thermodynamic. I want to explain to you first the first law of thermodynamic. The first book he presented to me is called The Ischemic Heart Disease and a Polarizing Treatment. And he said there are two atriums and there are two ventricles. In our heart, which is situated on the left side, there are two atrium, right atrium and left atrium. And there's the right ventricle and the left ventricle. And he says it is the left ventricle which supplies the blood all over the body and to the coronary arteries. And he says it is the left ventricle which has what you call a thickness of the wall, which get ischemia. And that means lack of circulation. And the circulation is due to high sodium, lack of exercise, smoking, stress, and naturally not eating properly. And he said this is the strongest thing, that is the first law of thermodynamic, because the energy at the left ventricle is going down. And that's why it ends up producing coronary arteries. So the first law of thermodynamic is energy is neither created nor destroyed. And it's amazing what Dr. Sodi Pollares said. It is truth. And I tell you today, I'm telling you my own experience. It is the existence who gives us all the energy, all the plants, all the trees. Naturally, they're giving the energy to all the animals, birds, and so on. And we have come from there by the evolution. And we are getting the energy from the existence. And that existence given us by the American language or British language, the intellectual mind. We are born with that because we have come from our mom and dad, and as we are born the first day, we get that oxygen which is coming from the existence, and that gives us only 1% of consciousness, because that's why the newborn baby, they are totally innocent and they don't know what they are doing. They are in a total meditation and they are in their own world. But after 4, 5, 6 years, we never teach them what you call become a watcher. Watcher belongs to them. It has come from the existence. And that watcher is giving us all the oxygen to every cell of the body. And there are 100 trillion cells in the body. And each cell has 100 trillion atoms, and which are running so fast, and they are breaking and producing energy. That is electron, proton, and neutrons. And Dr. Sodi Pollares said, because of eating too much salt, lack of exercise, smoking, and drinking, and also on all these side effects on the side of that, it produced the endocardium of the left ventricle. And that endocardium produced a damage to the endocardium lining and to the coronary arteries. And that is the biggest cause of producing what we call a myocardial infarction. Now, the first law of thermodynamic is basically based on this thing, that all of the energy is coming from the existence, each one of us. So we have to become totally conscious to the existence. The existence only given us 1% of the intuition, that is 1% of consciousness. As the kid is grown, we are totally conditioning them. And we can see the whole human being has become totally conditioned. And we should respect that. It is the artificial language. But the intuition has given us only 1%. So 99%, we have to get that energy from this existence, and we have to become the existence of ourselves. Each one, every cell of our body is getting the energy from this existence, and carbon dioxide goes back to that. And that is the first law of thermodynamics. Now you can see me. I'm just an empty shell. I'm getting all the energy back from the existence because the existence has given me all the energy to every cell of body, every atom of my body. And that's what you have. That's what I have. That's why I said you to become a watcher. You become a watcher to yourself, to your body first, because the whole existence has come inside of you. And that is the evolution. And that is our left ventricle. That is our coronary arteries. And that is the first law of thermodynamics. So all the energy is coming from outside. My whole body is getting the energy from outside. I have nothing inside. And that energy is sitting outside, because since I've got that way, but not most of the time in yourself, you realizing yourself, you have that energy being yourself inside of you. But as you keep on growing, getting separated from your body and your mind and your thought and your emotions and your attitude, the whole existence take over your body. And that's what I said to you. We are neither born and never die. And that is the first law of thermodynamics. That means energy is neither created nor destroyed. And that's, we all should learn. We should all become being ourselves. And that you can become in 1 week. And that's what my father did. He was a watcher. Now, that is called dhyan, D-H-Y-W-N, dhyan. I know the meditation word, English word, that meditation called the concentration, contemplation, or mindfulness. It is not the same. It is only the words. That's why I say watcher. Because my father, 1941, he learned the mind is a heap of impression and the body is a heap of food. And he was 100% right. And I tell you, on top of that, Osho did the same thing. He really united with the existence and he became totally conscious to himself. Everybody should listen and realize themselves. Don't become that I don't know, because I really don't know. At the end of the day, my body is totally empty. It is like an empty shell. It is like a mirror. There is nothing there, because all the energy is from the existence. And that once that energy disappears, the first law of thermodynamics is gone. The energy goes back to the existence. So I am neither born and never died. I came in this world and then the existence took over. And my body is all the existence take over. And that's why the life is nothing but a happiness, a happiness, a happiness, a happiness. A watcher, a watcher. Everybody should become a watcher to themselves. And I want to share with you a book now called The Cancer Cure Without Chemotherapy and Radiation. That means you heal yourself. That means the cancer cure yourself through unconditional consciousness. And that's what all the universe is, unconditional consciousness. But we have become totally conditioned and totally killing ourselves. We have to realize ourselves that we are totally belongs to the existence. And that's how we are. That's how the animals, and that's how the evolution came. So please get this book, Cancer Cure Yourself Through Unconditional Consciousness, at the American Scientific Health Conscious Foundation, free of charge, no obligation. And please read the book thoroughly. And follow all the instructions and work with your doctor, especially the chapter number 30. I wish you all a happy day. God bless. Namaste. Amen.